name is Sheila Andrew, Corporate and Strategic Administrator for the town of Okotoks. My main responsibilities are HR administration for the town, so we do a lot of recruiting and hiring and onboarding, and then also assist with any corporate strategies, initiatives through communications and legislative and policy services.
My name is Marty Gaffney. I'm a network technician with the town of Okotoks. I work in the Information Systems Department, and I am predominantly doing all things Laserfiche. We're Alberta's largest town of 30,000 people. We've got about 3 or 4 major buildings. The town employees are kind of spread out all over the place.
We have 20 different business centers, and each business center is responsible for their filing. So it was very siloed and segregated, and a lot of it was paper-driven.
We had people who would send emails back and forth about where a map was, and they'd have to go fish it out, they'd have to go get it, and take it over to another person. It's just a huge task.
They were looking for a more streamlined solution that could enable them to have a central filing location, easier searching capabilities for the employees and everybody on a broad spectrum. 2014 actually is sort of when we started really delving into all of the different parts of Laserfiche, not just the records management, so the forms and workflow.
I want to say about 150 forms being used. The waste management forms being used quite extensively. I mean, we're using it in HR for applications. We're using it in finance for expense submissions, which I know is being used internally by employees pretty routinely. We're also using it in records management for registering land transactions.
We've gotten a great feedback about how quickly approvals are happening now, and the ease of access to forms, and we only have now the one location to find forms instead of lots of different places where people were saving PDF forms or filing them in having blank copies of forms in their desk and stuff. It's
crazy when you look back at the process and see what it is now. In permitting, they say they've had about a 2-month reduction in the amount of time they spend in total just on tasks in general. For fire, for inspections, it used to take a full 12 months to do inspections. That's been reduced to 6 to 8 months.
We're using it for records management, we're using it for forms, digitizing all of our records as well. We just went through a big project with our property files and digitized all of them. So we're using workflow, and yeah, it's been great.